Hello everybody. Happy weekend, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. So, okay, just a minute. I'm doing something with my audio because I have Christmas music playing in the background. Okay, yes, there's my music. There's my music. Uh, okay, so I was for 25 years I was an elementary school art educator. That was my former career, 25 years. And so among those many years teaching those young kids, I had I'm going to show you three I'm going to show you three DIY. I'm going to show you three DIY. They could be, yeah, I mean, they're holiday decorations that they're among the easiest that I had taught. They're among the easiest that I would have taught of holiday decorations. These are probably among my favorite of the three of the easiest ones that I would have taught. And I'm going to show you three tonight, and they're really good for like doing with your family. This is all ages can enjoy doing this. So first one is we're going to take, and when I taught kids, I would say, this is a way to make two-dimensional paper into a three-dimensional form. Three-dimensional form. So they were learning about math and stuff when they did that. So you fold, so the horizontal way, you're folding it in half. Then you're going to fold in half again. Then you're going to open this up. And now the fold is on the bottom. The open part is at the top. The fold is at the bottom. You're going to cut through the fold. And then you cut up to the fold. And I guess you get a different, how close you cut these together or how far apart, you're just going to get a different style. You're just going to get a different kind of design. You'll see, you don't know what I'm making yet. Well, maybe you might figure it out, but it is important to cut it right up to that fold because it kind of doesn't work out that great if you don't cut it up all the way to the fold. Okay, so then you open it up and you got to refold this one and make sure they're folded. They're folded towards the center, and then you're going to slide this one into here, and then you're going to make it go around. And like, yes, if you use bigger paper, you can have a bigger wreath. So there's the base of the wreath. Okay, so this one is, okay, I'm not done yet, but this one is so small, it could be a tree decoration. You can use, of course, bigger paper and have it be bigger paper. It could be used like for hanging in other places. So making something two-dimensional into three-dimensional, that's like a basic thing that kids learn. And then, okay, so now, of course, you want to, oh, I forgot the loop, but a wire, you know, those pipe cleaners, or what do they call them, chenille stems now? Those one of those cut in half are a good loop for holding it. But now, okay, now for a ribbon. Now, of course, you can be so creative in however you're going to do your ribbons. And with red foil paper, you could use a hole puncher, and then of course make it look like red berries all around it. And I had cut this one earlier because I thought I'm going to need to save time. Then I think, like, okay, I want to make this one a little smaller. Yeah, and that's probably still too big. So let's okay, a little smaller. And the way I made the bow was I don't know if I have to explain that. Maybe that's self-explanatory. Just folding a white paper in half. And then I could show that in a minute. Okay, hold on. So now that, should this go down like maybe? And then of course you need the loop up here, but I forgot a loop. I do have a piece of yarn. Okay, yarn or, okay, maybe with a red marker, decorate. Like I said, you could be very creative with the bow, with the ribbon, however you want to make a ribbon for it. Maybe this one, that one looks like it would go better to put the, sometimes you look to see what parts are messed up and then you want to cover it with the ribbon. And so then, and then with a loop, you're hanging it like that. And that's the first one that's done. And kids love making these. So, oh, let me check the chat. It reminds me of lanterns. Oh yes, lanterns, right. Hi, Edward Smart. Hi, Mina and Janet and everybody. Hello again, Beth and Vanessa. Jaden. No, thank you, Beth. She said, congratulations. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Oh, hello, magnificent Germany. Yes, nice to see you in here, magnificent Germany. Hi, Ruth. Oh, hello, Grayscale Painting. Hello, Mrs. V. And Mary. Mary, thank you again for organizing this. And Whispering Cauldron, hello. And Mina, hello. And Mrs. Gigi. Next one. Now the next one, I think I know people have seen this one before. But maybe you don't think about doing it at Christmas. I'm going to use 2 straws, but I'm going to make a God's eye, and a tiny God's eye can be used as a tree decoration. Very nice, simple weaving for tree decoration. So you might think of this at other times of the year, but maybe, let's see. Hold on, oh my goodness. So yes, you could use 2 twigs, 2 popsicle sticks, or they call them craft sticks. And this is really good, easy weaving for younger kids. But I think all ages can enjoy this. Oh, especially, see, the young kids, well, they could be making the small ones just to learn how to do it. But then, you know, if you've done this before, you can get so creative with God's eye weavings. Like you could weave big ones, and then there's different ways you can stitch it. There's different ways you can stitch it. Okay, so that I just did an X to hold it in the middle. And now I'm going to get started with this. And I just hold that. So the first one, I just want to hide that yellow end. And now I'm going to go around, and this one is always hard to explain. Like when you're teaching a whole class though, and you don't have like maybe a camera on if you don't have a camera on what you're doing and the kids can't see you close up what you're doing, you have a few kids, like one kid from each table. They can learn how to do it, or whoever thinks they can pick it up fast, and they learn how to do it. Then they take it, then they be the teacher at their tables. And so, yeah, because a lot of times it's hard for kids to get this. Wrap it around, turn it, wrap it around, turn it, wrap it around, turn it. I don't tie the two loose ends together. I kind of twist it a few times to cover up that loose end. And then all those loose ends could be cut off in the end anyway. Oh, and then with a thin yarn, it takes longer. Oh, if you have fat yarn, oh, you can you could weave this so fast. Yeah, so this thin yarn takes longer. And I could make this like a really tiny one. I'm going to check my time, but I could actually cut off these edges of the straw. That's what I have so far, and it's going slowly because of the skinny yarn, and I just bumped the camera. Hi, Boss Life Online. Mrs. Gigi says she's seen these before, but didn't know the name of them. I forget the native language. Well, they're Native Americans created these and invented these, or it was some Mexican culture, or so. But the translation is God's eyes. Thank you, Janet. And the stars up above are smiling when they see you holding me so. Yes, after this one, I do have one more to show. One more easy DIY project to do with family. There are see the backside is like indented, whereas the backside's indented, and there's a way to like you can change up the design by like I could see I'm mostly looking at it this way when I weave, but I could turn it this way, and then I'm gonna try that and then make a variation in the design. So, okay, let me see. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to make a variation in the design. I've never tried this before. I've seen it in kind of adult made God's eyes, but never tried it. So I'm going to make a listening to the song play on. So I would have to go out longer. I'd probably weave out farther, and then you'd see more how that's lower on a different level. Then here's the top level, and this is a lower level there. Please jingle with me, darling. How much fun it's gonna be together. Now listen, what do I care how much it may snow? 'Cause I've got my love to keep me warm. And what do I care how much it may snow? Hello, Keith Gregory. I'm going to come back to this one because I might have time to weave on it more, and if not, I'm going to cut off these, and it would be Okay, so I'm going to the third one, the third project, which you need a bag. Now, okay, it depends if you're going to make a snowman, a reindeer, or Santa Claus, or an elf. I didn't have any. I wanted to make a reindeer, and I did not have a brown bag. And like you can make that. It doesn't have to be this big. You can make this with a sandwich bag, a brown paper sandwich bag, but I didn't have any. I only had this, so I'm going to be making an orange reindeer puppet. So this is the side you have to work on, because this is the side that talks, with the mouth opening and closing. And I used as you can see, I just did this ahead of time with the hole punch eyes, white paper, and then smaller black round paper. Then tracing your hands for antlers. And where's the red nose? I have a red shiny nose. There it is. Of course, you just do not want to glue it closed. Oops, oops. You do not want to glue that flap closed. So any size bag, any color bag, depending on what kind of puppy you want to make. These could be made all year round for different characters. And this glue stuff, yeah, I need to use my tacky glue. But let us all rejoice when it's Christmas time, and I hope again they in the crowded streets calling Christmas time. The ones we meet wear their warmest smile, and from far away we hear bells that chime, stating Santa won't be late. And because of the shiny paper. Oh, and then, okay, so then stretching the cotton, and I don't know if I have time for this. Stretching the cotton and put a few things of cotton here for the chest. On a special night, every child awake for at Christmas time. There is magic in. And that is probably not being held together, but and there you have your very simple puppet that really young kids really love it. Oh, 8 minutes? What time is it? Oh, 8 minutes. Okay, hold on. Then I'm going to glue this better. So here's my tacky glue. Bring the best of all in us, and in our hearts we will carry a song heard through the ages from angels on high. Let us gather round, for it's Christmas time. A merry sound and the stars alight. Let us all rejoice when it's Christmas time,
and the hope again.
If anybody actually makes any of these with their family, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. That would be great.
Very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas without all tears. Every night, every day is a happy holiday. A very Merry Christmas to you. Oh, very Merry Christmas we'll have this year. Very Merry Christmas.
Okay. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Every light, every song, every friend that comes along. A very Merry Christmas to you. Sing along to the song, make a wish, grab a kiss, put another record on, wake the neighbors, having fun down the street. Christmas trees, decorations, wanna greet all.
Thank you, Whispering Cauldron.
Let the reindeer see the lights, light a very Merry Christmas.
So thank you, Mrs. Gigi.
Very Merry Christmas is a joyful cheer. A very Merry Christmas, oh, let me hear.
Here you can see that how the design variation can work. So I weaved it. Yeah, I wove it on this side and then I flipped it, and sometimes I weave it on this side, but this starts making the design look more interesting.
Very Merry Christmas to you. I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow, I still think.
Yeah, I bet my time is almost up, and either I can keep weaving out to the edges or make a little tiny mini God's eye by cutting the straws. Thank you, Mary. Okay, and up in the chat, the top of the chat box is the I pinned link. Beth Schuler is next after a break. We're having a break for 15 minutes. And then at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, her link is right up pinned in the top of the chat. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here.